Is it going to be the same thing, or is there going to be another interesting thing? Well, let's find out. The bloodbath. As the tributes stare in their podiums, the horn sounds. Mrs. Afton grabs a sword. Evan overpowers his father, killing him. Fritz runs into the cornucopia and hides. Golden Freddy runs away from the cornucopia along with Michael. Oswald grabs a jar of fishing bait while Cassidy gets fishing gear. Jessica runs away from the cornucopia. Charlie and Andrew fight for a bag. Andrew strangles Charlie with the straps and runs. Chica retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Cassie and Elizabeth run away from the cornucopia. Gabriel retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. Gregory runs away from the cornucopia. Jeremy breaks Dylan's nose for a basket of bread. Foxy and Sarah fight for a bag. Sarah strangles Foxy with the straps and runs. Millie runs away from the cornucopia. Susie grabs a backpack, now realizing it is empty. Freddy and Bonnie run away from the cornucopia. Day 1 in the Hunger Games. Jeremy sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Mrs. Afton questions her sanity. Dylan makes a wooden spear. Michael stabs Cassidy with a tree branch. Jessica receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Sarah practices her archery. Freddy receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Bonnie tries to sleep through the entire day. Gregory goes hunting. Elizabeth and Cassie split up to search for resources. Chica thinks about home. Evan discovers a cave. Golden Freddy diverts Gabriel's attention and runs away. Andrew sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Millie and Oswald work together for the day. Susie tends to Fritz's wounds. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. William from District 7, Charlie from District 9, and Foxy from District 2, and Cassidy from District 3. Night 1. Freddy convinces Sarah to snuggle with him. Fritz sees the fire but stays hidden. Oswald thinks about home. Mrs. Afton cooks her food before putting her fire out. Susie and Andrew tell stories about themselves to each other. Golden Freddy and Gabriel run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Jessica receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Bonnie loses sight of where he is. Michael and Elizabeth talk about the tributes still alive. Evan kills Dylan with his own weapon. Gregory, Millie, Chica, Jeremy, and Cassie sleep in shifts. Day 2 in the Hunger Games. Chica stabs Gabriel in the back with a trident. Freddy makes a slingshot. Fritz practices his archery. Evan attacks Andrew, but he manages to escape. Bonnie makes a slingshot. Mrs. Afton constructs a shack. Oswald poisons Michael's drink, but mistakes it for his own and dies. Cassie, Susie, Millie, and Sarah hunt for other tributes. Jeremy, Gregory, Elizabeth, and Jessica do the same thing. Golden Freddy searches for firewood. Fallen tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Dylan from District 11, Gabriel from District 5, and Oswald from District 10. Night 2. Golden Freddy and Bonnie sleep in shifts. Jeremy cries himself to sleep. Cassie tries to treat her infection. Jessica cooks her food before putting her fire out. Elizabeth tends to Millie's wounds. Evan, Freddy, Andrew, and Sarah tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Chica kills Fritz while he is sleeping. Michael destroys his mother's supplies while she is asleep. Susie is awoken by nightmares. Gregory receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Day 3 in the Hunger Games. Millie stabs Mrs. Afton in the back with a trident. Cassie constructs a shack. Jeremy goes hunting. Gregory and Michael fight Golden Freddy and Jessica. Golden Freddy and Jessica survive. Golden Freddy steals from Elizabeth while she isn't looking. Bonnie, Sarah, and Chica start fighting, but Sarah runs away as Bonnie kills Chica. Andrew diverts Susie's attention and runs away. Evan discovers a cave. Fallen tributes. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Fritz from District 4, Mrs. Efton from District 7, Gregory from District 12, Mako from District 6, and Chica from District 2. 1 and 2 districts are out. Night 3. Cassie tries to sing herself to sleep. Elizabeth thinks about winning. Andrew, Evan, and Jessica sleep in shifts. Freddy attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Bonnie stays awake all night. Golden Freddy is awoken by nightmares. Jeremy starts a fire. Millie loses sight of where she is. Sarah is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Susie dies from hunger. Day 4. In the Hunger Games. Elizabeth fishes. Evan diverts Millie's attention and runs away. Jeremy makes a slingshot. Cassie searches for firewood. Sarah questions her sanity. Jessica chases Golden Freddy. Andrew practices his archery. Bonnie accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Freddy tries to sleep through the entire day. Arena event. A fire spreads throughout the arena. Andrew survives. Elizabeth falls to the ground but kicks Cassie hard enough to then push her into the fire. Sarah survives. The fire catches up to Golden Freddy, killing him. A fireball strikes Jeremy, also killing him. Millie survives. Evan falls to the ground but kicks Jessica hard enough to then push her into the fire. The fire catches up to Freddy, killing him. Fallen tributes. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Susie from District 4, Bonnie from District 1, Cassie from District 12, Golden Freddy from District 3, Jeremy from District 5, Jessica from District 9, and Freddy from District 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are out of the picture. Night 4. Elizabeth dies from thirst. Andrew, Evan, and Sarah sleep in shifts. Millie bleeds out due to untreated injuries. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Andrew kills Sarah with a sickle. Evan sobs while gripping a photo of his friends and family. Day 5. And the Hunger Games. Andrew sets Evan on fire with a Molotov. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Elizabeth from District 6, Millie from District 11, Sarah from District 10, and Evan from District 8. That means Andrew from District 8 is the winner. Andrew 1, Evan 2nd, Sarah 3rd, Millie 4th, and Elizabeth in 5th. Alright, looks like things really are getting interesting. And by far, the shortest episode in the series so far until later on.